Hi, my name is Claudia Collier. I lived in Effingham for 38 years, but I recently moved to Pooler, so I'm still in District 1, but Chatham County is my home now. But since I know that many people in this room know what's environmentally at stake, and they realize that switching to cleaner energy will involve courage, hard choices, and fearless leadership, I will be brief and ask you a simple yes or no question. If the decision came before Congress to lease the Atlantic East Coast to drill for more fossil fuels, are you willing to lead on developing wind and vote no?
Developing wind?
Mm-hmm. Are you willing to lead and vote no to leasing the offshore East Coast?
I wish that question were easy enough to answer yes or no. I've made it clear my stance on offshore drilling. Listen, this is my home. I've lived here all my life. You know, I grew up in Fort Worth. You know, my grandparents lived in Lincoln. Every Sunday, whether I wanted to or not, I was here visiting my grandparents. This is where I'm going to live the rest of my life. I'm not going anywhere else. And I can tell you, I'm never going to do anything to harm our natural resources here. It is, I consider it to be the most beautiful area in the world. Now, granted, I haven't traveled for a while, and I haven't seen a whole lot of the world, but what I've seen, I haven't seen anything better than this. And I'm never going to do anything that I think will hurt the environment here. However, many of you remember, like I do, whenever we had an oil shortage. And remember when the Middle East had us literally over a barrel, and they were dictating to us what we were going to do. Remember waiting in line to buy gas? Remember the price of gas? We should never let that happen again. We have to have energy independence in this country. It's important to our defense. It's important to our economy. I believe in all of the above. I believe we ought to be using everything. Remember, I'm the one, when I was in the state senate, I'm the one who still has the scars where I fought Georgia Power about solar energy, that I didn't think they were doing enough for solar energy. And I made sure, and they changed too. Now, I'm not taking all the credit for that, but they are now embracing solar energy. And that's important. That's the way I believe, all of the above. I do not think that we should just close out and say, no, we're not going to even look and see if there's anything out there. I believe that a closed mind is a dead mind. We ought to have an open mind about it. If there is indeed the ability to go out there, we need to see. We need to know that. And then we need to go from there. We need to make sure that we use everything at our disposal to make sure we're energy independent. If it's going to cause harm to our natural resources, then no. Think about the jobs. Think about the revenue. Think about the energy independence. All of those things are very important. All of those things have to be taken into consideration.
Thank you. Pretty cowardly.
My name is Richard Waters.